He went from having to fight one frame, one jab to another.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Except the other one killed.
Oh, you know what? Real.
Yeah. I mean, it really does suck that Zero Suit's jab doesn't really do much, but the fact that it still checks and gets the damage, we never disregard damage in this household, right? That extra 5% could have made that nair down be true.
Yeah.
You would never know. But the real question is, are we actually going to see it? Are we going to see the Palu? Or are we going to see the Game & Watch? Because Game & Watch for sure does a lot better, but that weight, man, being like the second lightest character in the game.
Yeah, I think being a lightweight versus Incineroar, it just means you can make less mistakes, and it's not something you want to do most of the time.
Like Game & Watch can run away with those, right?
It's always not worth the risk of making one or two mistakes and dying for it.
But it really does suck because we saw his character, right? We have the Zero Suit, the Palu, and the Game & Watch. They're all a little bit too light, so he has to take these settings very, very much so with big precautions. Ding, 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 ding. And of course, the most fitting of Game 5 musics, or Game 1 musics. I mean, this is losers finals right here, right?
Yeah,
Loser walks away with third.
finals.
Like that can be an almost 20% difference in money, right?
Not only a 20% difference in money, like a 20% difference in like hype, right? Like if you make it to second place, you feel so much better about yourself than making third. Not to say that making third is like a small feat. There's so many killers in this bracket.
You are losing to a Titan that's in first place,
Exactly.
And as much as it sucks to lose to them, having that spot is way better.
You're
than
like,
the other.
ooh, I beat everyone else though.
Yeah. You gotta have that winner mentality, right? Like,
you're like, look, I got fried by first place, but I fried everyone else.
Mr. T.O., sir, it was 3-0, but it was close.
Exactly. Let them know. Let the TOs know it was close.
And right now we're seeing Globo just trying to like really move around his. Oh my gosh. Like just try to move a lot more, and obviously that's like the benefit of having this fast-paced character. But at the same time, man, like we saw in that last set, we see in this set, like look, 124, he's taking advantage of these mistakes. He died for it. Frame 9, by the way, he needs.
Who's in Grand? Sewer person is in Grand.
I feel like Globo made a big mistake. Just saying real quick of going to FD, man. Steve is just too good on FD. But then again, where else are you going to go, right?
Like I said, I was surprised that he went FD, and then he immediately died off the top, and I was like, well.
Like, not only are the blast zones messed up, but shovel. He doesn't use that in any of his arsenal. You are just asking him for free materials.
You're like, hey, now he can use shovel.
Yeah. Like, but then you don't want to take him to a wood stage. But then you don't want to take him to a stone stage, man. It really depends on your preferences, right?
It's generally the lesser of two evils, you know?
It's the lesser evil, yeah. There's really not much else you can do. But first to even start thinking about that, you have to get past these Titans, right?
Yep, and right now it looks like the Titan who's more likely to make it, at least in this game 1 scenario, right? Before there's any adaptations, is BullHall. BullHall is doing a great job of 71% extra credit is an amazing position to start this next stock in.
But like that looks like a lot, but in reality, Instant hit you 3 times there, right?
There it goes.
I mean, look at that down to backer. They almost killed him at 70 on corner. Probably thought that Zero was gonna go past. We're gonna see a jab check. No, he's just too scared of getting neutral bead. Man, like the fear of getting nared, up aired, up bead, or neutral bead out of shield is just scary, right?
Yeah, I don't think you want to have to deal with the potential of the platform here, right?
Yeah.
BullHall was playing under the platform and near the platform instead of moving in to a situation where we'd have to DI away from it. Like this is exactly what you don't want. But DIing away from it, probably the best position for him.
Nice
and
call out, but
not able to get the stock. I'm so surprised. If
like
he's able to land the grab,
probably going to kill, but not that. Because the explosion will send more right, and that just sends like up, right? So if he held in, he was for sure dead.
Ooh,
and he's dead!
I love that. The call out on the roll, waited it out, trying to see if there was going to be a defensive option, jumping and trying to go for a button and immediately letting it rip with that nair out of shield. Amazing stuff from
And
BullHall.
look at Globo, man. He knows he can back air this, but at the same time, I mean, look what that one call out made, right? 34, and I mean, although BullHall is in that juggle situation and bad in this corner, like Globo needs to still be careful, right? Because he has to approach.
Yeah, this is definitely the situation we saw him in versus Sewer, right? Where there was a lot of spots where he could have played a little more defensive.
Nice read.
Instead of putting himself into spots where he has to be the aggressor on the losing end. And
yeah, and if you don't mind cutting off here, that was actually really excellent DI, right? Because these are the ones that you can't hold too far in, you'll die off the side, and you can't hold too far out because you'll die off like the right side.
Yeah, you have to have like optimal DI for both directions, and this one you're dead.
Yeah, 160. Even if you're in Incineroar, that doesn't mean anything. I believe Instant's like probably like the 6th highest character, 6th highest.
Highest? Yeah.
I mean, man, he's got to get those flames from somewhere, right?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's sparking up. He's flaming on. Johnny Storm.
Yes, sir. I mean, this luchador just somehow struggles just trying to get in, right? These Zers are going to be Globo's best friend, right? Even if they're a free revenge, that's a free grab, which gets rid of it.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, okay, good.
Yeah. That is such a great burst option right there. Just try to cover a majority of the options as Globo win these. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Like I said, man, that Zera is just his best friend.
Oh, he was trying to see if BullHall would pick a defensive option there.
Yeah.
He did neutral jump, but nothing too risky that time.
Like his farthest reach option, that's the most safe fare, is just perfect range. He should be fine here. Next one will for sure kill though. Is he gonna go in deep for it? Doesn't hit the 2-frame. Though unfortunately, as much as I want to say, kills here. Probably didn't trust it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I think it would have needed a couple more percent. Maybe something like
that's what the
like 115 to start.
He's got something going for
that. That was actually insane.
Yeah.
Really close to not killing.
The worst part was that was the perfect DI. Did it matter?
No.
No.
At that percent, it's pretty much a lock, which is good.
I believe Instin's dash attack is like frame 7 or 8. I might be throwing. So like as a burst option, Instin's initial dash is also like better than his normal run, of course, right? I'm not saying his initial dash is great, but just being able to just go jump scare, right?
Yeah, especially a jump scare that generally kills over 120, 130, especially with rage. Good situation to be in there.
And once again, man, that lightweight just coming back to bite him. It doesn't matter how far you're moving, as long as you get caught once, that can spell curtains for you. And I am curious what we're gonna see here. Are they disconnecting controller? I think it was probably someone else's controller.
Oh yeah, Arliss plays on Joy-Cons,
right? Maybe so he's off somewhere moving it. Yeah,
Joy-Con might have fried their setup. They got to double check to make sure everything's good.
I'm curious, what are we gonna go? Probably Bastion here.
If it didn't get banned, I could see Bastion being a good idea.
Because more than likely we're gonna be banning the FDs here, right? So you can focus to run away. Probably leaving Battlefield open, so that might be it. And Small Battlefield is a nice mix, right? Both these characters can use those Battlefield blast zones to their advantage. And both of them can go rather low. So we'll just kind of see who uses it better, man. It's just those one-hit scenarios. With this echelon of, like, skill that we have here, who knows who can push what to the extreme, right?
Just got to wait it out and see who's able to play a little more passive. I think
Dragon Quest.
I think playing passive
I love this song.
is generally how you're going to win this matchup.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? I'm assuming that was just a call out, but what did they get? Then again, what would that upper get you, right? This is not true. What are we seeing here? If my math is wrong, 52%.
That's really, really ridiculous.
No, he needs it though. He's a bad character.
Yeah, until he hits you.
But until then, right? That's most characters.
You're right. Yeah, it's like
that's what I love my argument with Instant. But like, but if he doesn't hit you, then he doesn't get the damage. Isn't that how you play the game?
That's every character in the game on that. Right. But he's got a really slow walk speed, but he's got insane frame data up close.
Yep. And that's something we in the Valley know too much, right? In a region full of Kazuya's and Ken and even Korn, right? Like probably one of the smaller swords in the game. You just get used to this, right? You just get hit by back air 120 and you're dead.
And you're juiced.
Like, yep.
Yeah, you're like, you got hit with the sauce. The marinara, the Alfredo.
Yep. And that's what we call the down B when it gets hit. That ragu, man.
Well, that's the ragu for
real. That's the ragu. I mean, and speaking of which, right, like BullHall, like once again, won these 2 coin flips, and all of a sudden, like that stock is gone, right? We'll see what happens here. Does he go for the tech chase?
Yeah, I love the tech chase, but like rolling into stage, that was actually the first time he's rolled into stage, which is surprising, right? Like generally, you see people rolling in earlier in their later in their stock.
Yeah, and rolling out, you want to see late, right? Because you don't think they're going to catch you. But Zero, one of these characters with that speed that can actually do so. And it really does suck too, because he's one of those characters where BullHall DI slightly up so he doesn't land. Landing with a Nair can spell almost curtains or free advantage for BullHall if he tries to go for these tech chases.
Oh, but nothing off it. Still getting the back air because of the fact that BullHall tried to jump.
Yep.
That felt like such an innocuous defensive option, right? It wasn't even super like committal, right?
Of course, it was just, right? Like that back air just being extremely safe. One of Zero Suit's like most well-known options, just to either get me out of here or just get destroyed. A good reaction on BullHall, right? Not immediately choosing an option, but then again, that could get you killed the next time, right?
What are we seeing here? He's going to be able to punish. Yeah, that's a pretty solid punish.
Wait, hold on.
It's not going to be death.
Yeah, too so far.
Actually, I like the DI out because he was expecting him to try to DI closer into stage, right? To
of course,
stay alive.
Right. Yeah, it is always 50-50, like with characters like this, characters like Mario, right? Where you have to be able to mix it up, but BullHall just sticking direction, maybe mixing Globo with that as well, right?
I think, like he's choosing the same option on DI a lot, but when you're choosing the same option a lot, you're being steadfast in your decision, and it makes it so your opponent has to either immediately adjust or find a better way to open you up because the combo that they go for isn't gonna kill, so it's not worth the damage.
And for sure, you can always hit him with the they won't change it this time, right?
Yeah, the no mix-up.
The good player mix-up.
Yeah, the no mix-up.
Like they did it again. Also, he's dead.
Damn.
He got hit by 2 of those if you didn't notice, right?
That's
he was at 50
up,
with 70. He went at 70, died at 100. It's just the way it works with this character, man. And like the worst part is, you just look at him at tier list and you look at all his numbers and his frame data, and you're just like, nah, I can handle it. And then you just get hit.
Yeah, and then he hits you,
and you
you're
wonder
like,
where things went
I'm
wrong.
in danger.
Yeah, like Everything used to be fine. He has no jump here, so we'll see what happens. He just goes for side B here. No edge guard. I don't think he knew.
Incineroar is the epitome of everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, of course, right? I mean, look at that. He's side Bing him at 140 and still living.
Ooh, the second one, though, going deep for it.
Yes, sir. I mean, he probably thought he was just going to side B early, and to be fair, it did happen, right? Great call out on his end.
Let's see if Globo can put himself on the board for game 2. Right?
Run into it again, and say it with me, folks. 25.2%. The next one for sure on ledge will kill.
I like it, yeah.
Are we going to see an up air here? Ooh, actually, I think he tried to nair instead of revenge there. But then again, like most people think the combo is true, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Now we are in side B range, 4 tilt range.
I like the immediate down B to get away from the ring edge so that he wouldn't have to deal with the potential side B.
Yeah, most people try to like stall their invincibility on ledge, right? So the ability to just react now.
Yeah, he was like immediate burst option so that he wouldn't have to deal with the side B. No, once again, able to avoid it. But he's got this revenge, so if he lands a side B, yeah, he's fucking dead.
Yeah, like unfortunately that Ragoose stays even if you hit shield. So like
scary.
That 30%, man. I'll tell you right now, an up throw does kill.
Yeah, I was like that.
Wait, he has to.
There we go.
He used his down B here to use this jump. Not much you can do about that situation, man. Like that 2-frame murders. You can 2-frame, go for 50-50 air dodge, 2-frame forward air, 2-frame back air, 2-frame neutral B, 2-frame up B if you want.
Yeah, I was
probably not gonna work.
To see maybe a raw back air, but I like the forward air into immediate air dodge call out. That was really.
I mean, to be fair, everybody was telling you to
stand up. Yeah, they said Arlis is a real Slim Shady. He needs to stand up. I need a KO punch.
Oh, and speaking of standing up, here's Globo making a stand with a new character. Right?
Oh, switching over to the Game & Watch.
Yeah, okay. Of course we are jumping up a tier or 2, right? But then again, magic number. What else can I say, right?
You're also jumping up in lightness.
Yeah.
So the amount of mistakes you are allowed to make is significantly less.
Though, although I do believe the edgeguard potential will be a lot stronger. Look at this juggling, man.
Yeah, not only the edgeguarding, the juggling as well. I think the juggling is more consistent, right? It relies a lot less on, okay, I need to see what my opponent is going to DI. It's just like, I'm throwing out up air, bro. Yeah. What are you going to do?
And the best part about it, at the point the up air is going to be thrown, you should be far away from your opponent. Yeah, down air is going to be super important as well, right? You don't see instant recovering low that much, but the moment you catch them, they are so boned. We'll see what happens here. He is at kill percent from side B, so Globo is not dealing with it.
I like that. Oh,
sour?
The sour spot?
Yeah,
he's cooking.
The sour is on the handle,
it was a little burn,
but he was misspaced. I don't know how strong that move is, so I can't exactly tell you if that's going to kill or not, but man, that extra damage is always scary. I mean, like, why does he still have it?
No, why didn't he actually? I'm really surprised he didn't go for, there we go. I was like, I'm surprised he didn't go for dash attack there instead of going for the...
Okay, what do we see here?
That could have been dash attack as well.
Nice spot dodge on the grab, man. That was an early 50-50 you have to learn how to read. Yeah, caught him out.
Bomb. That was a really good back air. Wait, that's a forward.
That was a forward air. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't make it. We're going to go onto the stage here.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, that's nice and awesome, right? But is he dead? He's dead. He tried to dash away and he died at 100 mid-stage.
Lighter character. Sometimes you have to take the risk when it comes to playing a lighter character to control neutral more, right?
Did you see how much hit and lag he was stuck in from just hitting that bomb? The amount of revenge percent, even if it's just like a jab, is just insane. We're seeing the juggle. Yeah, LB is going to be his best friend, but if Globo starts catching on, man, we can start seeing these whiff punishes.
Oh, there's one right there.
Yep.
Watching him whiff the revenge and getting a punish on it. Let's see if he can catch another one. Unfortunately, not.
What are we seeing here? 40%, baby.
I was like, if he's dead, man, I'm jumping off commentary.
Yeah, like it is just the way it works, man. You get used to it. Like you'll die to 90 instant, and you'll be like, wow, only 90.
No, yeah, 90. You're like, you know what? I lived a long, healthy life.
I lived a long life. Yeah, you will get down to 4 tilt at 60, and you'll be like, damn.
You're like, I died so young.
Yeah, you'll get down at 50, and you'll be like, oh, you know what? My BullHall would hit that at 20.
Oh.
And speaking of hitting down airs,
definitely the down air you're referring to, right? You said that Incineroar doesn't really have a lot of good ways to recover once he has to recover low, especially versus down air. And you were
trying to win that 50-50. That hit, man, that was GG's for Globo second stock. But yeah, like that down air, unless it says into the stage, BullHall's not making that back. Getting sent to the top right will allow an uppy mix, but that's nothing a little toot can't solve, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's got a lot of good, edge guarding options and a lot of good aerial options. So Game & Watch is definitely the pick when it comes to ledge guarding. And
like something underrated that I believe also, the Game & Watch get up animation is insanely deceptive, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what he's doing sometimes off ledge, and I watch this character a lot.
We have a lot of people that like definitely react, like BullHall, me, there's Minimade, and there's of course like Shattuck. All of us react to like that neutral get up or two, and then they just grab us or they spot us. We're like, what the hell? Like, when did they start that animation?
It doesn't always feel like it's over, right? You're like, oh, okay, now it's over. And you're like, wait, he just punched me. What? It was already over with.
I mean, I guess that's one of the few for being an old character, right?
Yeah,
what other animations can they use?
He's like, wait, it's already over? He's like, always has been.
Oh my gosh, that downer actually saved him.
This is a really good position. This is probably one of the better positions we've seen Globo in this set.
Yeah. Yeah, and the worst part is, guys, he's at kill percent. Are we gonna see a down B here?
Ooh, yeah. He could have frame trapped him with that air dodge. He definitely could have hit him on the ledge with that side.
He was probably ready for a revenge, man. So that cost him a little bit too much. Oh my gosh, that up B trading. But the worst part is, guess who's max rage?
Yeah, max rage is a scary thing to fight against. Yeah, that could.
He's not dead, but it'll okay. I was like, it might kill Spark, but he's not dead. Oh, he's
there
dead.
It is.
Yep.
3-0 BullHall in grand finals. Loser side, but grand finals nonetheless.